Looking over to our OL Reign here, who are in the offseason as well, but with sort of free agency and offseason, continuing on, some roster moves were made on the 15th. We'll look through that. Some options for 2023 were exercised, including Olivia Athens, Claudia Dickey, Laurel Ivory, and Olivia Vanderyacht that you see pictured here. The Reign retained the rights for two loan players for 2023, Ryan Brown and Alyssa Melanson. Both are currently on loan with FC. I'm not going to try that. Over in the Danish Women's League, those a move that the Reign wanted to see them get some more playing time. They weren't going to see the time or the field with the first team, so they sent them on loan, and that we'll have them back for next year. Interesting to see what sort of contributions that they might make this upcoming season. They're currently in discussions with Marley Canales for a new contract. No word on that yet. Waiving the rights of Sinclair Miramontes and Yodi El Kukkel. And then currently some big names here that are eligible for free agency. Lauren Barnes, Lou Barnes, Tobin Heath, Megan Rapinoe, and Nikki Stanton. So just to look at that, I want to look at that. Normally that's all we've got for our Reign off-season news. But those four names there at the bottom. With Rapinoe, after the loss in the semifinal to Kansas City, Rapinoe basically said, "Why would I go anywhere else?" So I don't. She's and I'm not calling her old just to say that she's old, but at her stage in her career, where she probably wants to stay fit, stay in the proper shape for the upcoming Women's World Cup this next year. In a familiar situation with a coach that she likes, with a team that continues to compete, why would she go why would she go somewhere else? It doesn't. You look at all the facts. At least it doesn't make sense for her to go anywhere else. Lou Barnes is interesting. I know I talked to Lou in an interview this past year where I asked about the expansion teams. Lou is someone that's from California, so having the expansion teams of LA and San Diego, it's tough because she does have family down there, and wanting to do that, it would be tough, but from what I understand, it doesn't seem like she's likely to go anywhere. So again, another one that I would say unlikely. Tobin Heath is a name that's interesting. I would love to see Tobin Heath back with this club. In the limited games that she did play with the Reign, she was able to be productive, had a game winner against Angel City down in LA, and a great 3-2 comeback win. But I know that Twitter will have fun with this, but I believe they're partners. Kristen Press plays down for Angel City in LA, so it would make sense if Heath wanted to go down and join her. But I know that following up with Tobin, whether it was in players' Instagram stories or just what you could see from Heath, it seemed like she enjoyed being in Seattle. She said she likes the West Coast. Won't go back to Portland, but there's some hope there, I'd hope. And then Nikki Stanton to wrap up. Nikki Stanton's from North Bend. She's on a team that's competing, is able to help with the midfield. So another one. So 3 out of 4 players I'm confident would return to the Reign. I'd like to see that. Heath, I would put about 75-25 in terms of unlikely, but 3 out of 4 is pretty good, at least numbers wise, I'd think. So
who would you be most shocked if they didn't make their return?
Most shocked or disappointed? Shocked is what you asked, but is that?
Yeah, I guess disappointed.
Well, it would suck to lose Lou Barnes just because of the captain mantle that she holds. And she's an original, and you could say the same about Rapinoe, but I would say shocked Rapinoe because of the fact that she basically said, I don't have anywhere else to be. I wouldn't want to. Essentially, that's not word for word, but if I'm paraphrasing, that's what she said in that final presser after the semifinal. So shocked, Pino. Disappointed or sad, Lou. So we'll go. Lou's a friend of mine, so I say that also in that terminology as well. So Those are important decisions, to look at with the options exercised. That's the youth of your club there. The same with the rights retaining. But that free agency, it's great to see these players finally get free agency, but I don't see too many of them leaving. Signing is another thing. I'll leave that to my buddy Nick Pereira, the GM, to make those decisions to see of who gets brought in. But I digress.